Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the 808 podcast where we take business owners, CEOs, marketing people, whoever else I feel like. I interview them in 4 questions in 8 minutes and 8 seconds because 808 looks like Bob. Here we go. Question number 1, a few sentences. Tell me who you are and what do you do?
I'm Cathleen Mancino. I am a coach. I'm known as the hot mess whisperer. I'm former CEO of a technology company, transformed into an internationally certified ICF ACC peak productivity coach.
Love it, Kathleen. Question number 2, what advice do you want to share? Go.
I would like everybody to know what I consider the top 10 best ways to sell yourself and sell other people, because I believe that we are all sales professionals at heart. We're either selling our family, or we're selling our friends, or we're selling other professionals on the products and services that will serve their goals and serve their lives. And so here's my 10 steps. Now, first step is you got to know what you're shooting for. You have to have your vision. What is a vision? It's knowing what that finish line is. So what you're running towards. Number 2, once you know what that is, you actually have to take action and intentionally make time in your schedule to do the activity for your vision. Number 3, what you have to do is have a game plan. A game plan, just like in football, is a method of little goals, incremental goals to get the ball down the field and score the touchdown. What's the touchdown? That's the finish line. Number 4, you have to know who needs you, where you can find who needs you, and do they know if they need you? That's prospecting. So that's the 4th tip. The 5th thing is a growth mindset. We need to overcome all those limiting beliefs, all the things that hold us back to actually achieving that big, beautiful vision that's out before us that we're running for. So that's have a positive growth mindset. The 6th thing is we have to understand the art of asking questions. Questions give us our words, our thoughts. They come from questions. Our thoughts become feelings, and our feelings fuel action. So the art of asking great questions. And then we have to know how to actually tell a story, because our brains, all of our brains, are wired to remember stories. Facts, not so much. Stories, absolutely. So we've become great storytellers. Know stories and be able to tell stories. Then we have to be able to overcome objections. And so the how-to of overcoming objections, I'll just give one because we only have a couple of minutes. Right. So the how-to of overcoming objections is to repeat back that this is the one thing, if we can solve it, we can get over that obstacle. So just crystallize it to that one thing. And then know how to ask other people to connect you with other people. So in a sales situation, know how to ask for referrals, for testimonials, for recommendations. And which one? Oh, the one that I missed before referrals is know how to bring people to decision. Decision making is really complicated. That gray matter between our brains is really fighting to make those decisions. And so the best way to make a decision is to ask a question, to have someone be able to say to you yes or no. The evidence that you're a great helper for the decision-making process is people don't say maybe to you. So those are the 10 how-tos to be an awesome sales professional, both in selling yourself, selling other people, and selling other businesses.
Perfect. Let's get to question number 3. It is time for shout outs. And who are you shouting out?
Oh, I'm shouting out to Mark Turkle, who connected me with Bob.
Perfect. That works there. That's great there. Let's get to question number 4, the final fun question. Kathleen, tell me about your first sale.
Oh, my first sale, I sold dandelions door to door with my twin sister, and I was hooked and she wasn't. And so I knew that I had something there when I was able to make a pocket full of pennies selling weeds.
There you go. Hey, there's a lot of people making money selling weeds right now.
There sure is. But I was the first one. I was an early adopter.
You were an early adopter. Love it. There's like, Kathleen, you've got 3 minutes and 8 seconds left. So you can do some promo time. You can ask me a question. You can talk about the weather, whatever you want. Or since the best know when to be concise and when to end, we end early, go for it.
So promo time, honestly, I want to talk to you a little bit, but okay. I will take advantage of the whole promo time. So I really like the idea. Actually, other folks have really given me that name, the Hot Mess Whisperer. Mm-hmm. And so how I use that, I actually just started a TikTok. So it'd be great if folks could follow me because I give little 60-second nuggets of wisdom, all that comes from owning a software company for 26 years, working professionally as a coach. So following the Hot Mess Whisperer would be awesome. And another thing that it's got my heart. I really love to give back to women and children. So I have another website called Girl Unafraid. So www.girlunafraid.com. Mm-hmm. And it's all about empowering women and dealing with the specific challenges of women living indomitably. So that they just building out this incredibly empowered, unstoppable mindset. And then of course there's the Slingshot, www.slingshot-method.com. And that is completely focused on producing results for businesses. And so that's coaching, group coaching, tons of free resources. I'm all about the resources. Speaking events, retreats, and sabbaticals. So that's all there. That's my promo. But in the time we have left, Bob, what's something that you're like, tell me, what is your vision that you're tracking for?
My vision is
curious person.
Yeah, basically working on an AI that does SEO. And I don't like to advertise myself a lot on podcast there, but that has been my vision of really building that company out. And an interesting thing is when we built this company, all the partners are talking. And I asked them, it says, okay, who here needs to make $1 million a year? Like that. That's like their goal. No one raised their hand. I'm like, who'd be happy with low to mid 6 figures? And everyone raised their hand. Like we'd all be ecstatic. So I was like, okay, let's build our company in a way to where we limit the amount of clients we have. We did all the math and everything there. And that changes how we're marketing now. Instead of saying we need to have as many clients as possible, and we don't need to hire account reps. Because I talked to says, look, if we have this X number of clients, me and the CEO, we can handle all the account repping, for lack of a better word.
Right. Okay.
And it'll be 20 to 30 hours a week. Once we max out, I'm like, I'm fine with that.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, that's a couple months. We just met the guy a couple months ago.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. So that part there is sweet. And that is the timer. Actually, you pulled it off. 4 questions in 8 seconds. Yay. Because it looks like Bob. Your website, say it real quick.
www.slingshot-method.com.
It's in the description. It's magic. Kathleen, thank you so much for being on. Tip of the hat to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And for everyone else watching or listening, I am legally required to tell you to like, share, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, whatever the heck the social media network tells you to do. You all have a good day now. Talk to you later. Bye.